Guys, I have started this vlog like 20,000 different times and the wind is absolutely howling. I'm gonna put in whatever vlog footage I got from today after this, but it's not a lot. I'm in the middle of a snowstorm right now, so haven't been doing a lot. This is my new blanket and it's bay. Yes, I'm gonna film this video this way. Yes, I am. Don't judge me. I thought that I would talk to you guys a little bit about like how I get ready for the new year in terms of social media. And this is just kind of the process that I have when I work with a new client or anything like that too. It's just sort of like how to refresh social media. First thing that I am actually working on doing right now is recycling my existing content. If you're a blogger or a YouTuber, if you put out any type of content like this, I've recorded hours and hours and hours of videos, probably hundreds of hours of videos, maybe even thousands, I'm not sure, over the past year. And it seems a little crazy because they have a pretty low shelf life. Like they kind of stay fresh in people's minds only for a few hours, few days, few weeks, whatever, and then you sort of leave them alone. So what I like to do at the end or beginning of each year is go through and just pull, like, I don't know, my favorite videos, my favorite blog posts, my favorite whatever it is, posts or whatever, and I will put them into a scheduler. I'm actually going to probably demo this tool for you in the future. I actually have a call with one of the co-founders of the tool. I think it's tomorrow. So I want to meet with him first before I do a full review, just to make sure that I totally understand how I'm using it and, you know, all that stuff. Get the inside scoop for you guys. But I've been using a tool called SocialWeaver and it's really cool. I'm just doing a quick little demo here on the screen. You can load up your content library and then you can set a schedule for it and it will automatically go out whenever you specify. So like I can put one video, let's just say this video, let's pretend this is a really helpful video, and I could put this in and just say I want it to go out every week on Friday at 9 a.m. until February 15th or whatever. It's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Meet Edgar, which is a little bit pricier of a tool. SocialWeaver, I'm actually just using the free plan right now, but I really like it so far, and depending on how my mini goes tomorrow, I may be paying for it and using it for clients. So yeah, I like to just go through the year's content and just pull out, you know, good pieces and make sure that I am revisiting those, because so many of you guys subscribed to me 2 months ago or whatever. You haven't seen the first episode of Freelance Friday. You haven't seen my cruise vlog. You haven't seen, you know, whatever. So it's good to just recycle those and push them out on social media when you kind of have nothing else going on. Next, curate evergreen content. So this is similar. I mean, those videos and stuff would be considered evergreen content, which is basically just content that's always going to be relevant or always going to be useful, kind of like filler content, like I said, for when you don't have anything else to really post. But in addition to my own stuff, I also like to do the same thing with, you know, news articles, industry content, other people's stuff. I'm trying to get better at sharing other people's blog posts and things like that, especially clients' stuff. I'm trying to get better at sharing their stuff. So you can do the same thing in SocialWeaver. This is not an ad, by the way. I just want to say this is not a sponsored post for SocialWeaver. Yeah, you can create like a folder or a tag. I don't remember what they're called in SocialWeaver, but so I could do like evergreen content or external content, videos, whatever, and you can share those on a schedule too. Next thing is create supporting assets. So I'm trying to also go ahead and really start like establishing my brand a little bit better is one of my big goals for 2018. Let me know if you guys would like to see a business goals for 2018 video in addition to the video Norris and I filmed, just kind of for life goals, because I could probably go pretty in depth, but I don't know if that'd be interesting for you or not. But yeah, I want to sort of establish my branding a little bit better and just get in people's feeds and get in people's heads a little bit more. And so one of the things that I've been working on is going into Canva and just like creating assets, like images for my courses, just sort of like promo images that I can create a Twitter card for so they can click right through to it. Just little things like that, little videos, you know, not necessarily videos where I'm talking, but just like text, fun, you know, quick social videos and things like that. So I'm trying to create a bank of those, especially for my courses, like I said. And then I'm also trying to kind of get back into Pinterest. I have a personal Pinterest page, but I never use it. I've never been into Pinterest, but I've been reading a lot about it, and I've been reading a lot about how it really works as a search engine, which is kind of how I feel that YouTube works, and I've had massive success in my business through YouTube. So I am also working on creating some pins, and I do all this stuff through Canva. Canva is awesome because they have templates for this stuff. Like, you don't have to be a designer. I know that, like, ideally I would be putting a little bit more time and effort into this stuff, but you definitely don't have to be a designer. Obviously I'll just see how things go, and if it's successful, maybe I will hire somebody to create some really nice branded stuff for me. Okay, and then the last two just involve people and things that you're doing or following, interacting with. First, I like to find new influencers or find new people to follow. So I use a tool called Buzzsumo. You can use, I think you can do like up to 5 searches for free. And I usually just use that for myself. Like, I'll just type in, you know, social media or whatever, and find different people who are sort of industry leaders or people just, you know, other small business owners, other creators, things like that to follow. Because I like to make sure that I'm following people who are, you know, on top of things and know what's going on, good people to learn from, interact with, see what they're posting, stuff like that. And then the last thing that I like to do for my 2018 sort of new year refresh for social media is clean up my following list. So pretty much every year, I really do this, like, I try to do it at least every 6 months, but ideally every quarter, is I just go through who I'm following on Facebook and Twitter, or not Facebook, sorry, Instagram and Twitter. And I just unfollow people who stopped posting. Like, I'm not like vicious with this. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, you haven't posted for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But if it's like, okay, this account hasn't been active for like 9 months, I'm probably gonna like unfollow you unless you're a friend or like somebody I've connected with. But I follow a lot of just like random people, like influencers and just random people. If I've talked to you before or anything like that, don't worry, I'm not gonna unfollow you. But yeah, just like random thought leaders and stuff. If I feel like they took a weird turn, that I don't feel like their content is helpful, or if they aren't very active anymore or whatever, I would just go through and unfollow them, just because I really like to curate my feeds so that I am getting the most relevant content, and that I'm not, I don't know, that I'm not being oversaturated, because social media gets really overwhelming for me sometimes, and it's hard with the algorithms and stuff, especially on Instagram, to keep up with the people who I really want to keep up with. I really wish that Instagram had a mute feature, because there are people who I would rather not see their content, but they're like my friends, or they were a good friend at one point, and so I don't want to totally unfollow, but that's a whole other story. So yeah, those are kind of the 5 things that I do to refresh my social media. So that's kind of what I'm working on tonight. I'm just going through business emails. I'm actually starting to work on my website redesign for my business website. I think I'm going to start with that, and then if that goes well, I think I'm going to redesign ajourneyeast.com. I'm having such a hard time, and I think I need to just talk to somebody who is good with branding and business development and stuff, because I have like all these different brands. You know, I have ajourneyeast.com, I have my business, I own my full first and last name, that domain, which just redirects to ajourneyeast.com. Like, I have all these different things, and I'm just wondering, should it just be one website, but they're different facing, you know? Like, I don't know, it's just, and I just always have such a hard time with this. Like, every year I'm like, should I just condense everything? Oh, I just bought freelancefridaypodcast.com and launched that website, which was really just supposed to be sort of like a landing page, but now that I own it and that I designed it and I think it looks kind of cute, I'm like, should I just keep this website? And like, I don't know, it's just all so much. So if you know anybody who's good at branding and just this kind of thought process, send it my way. I don't know if it'll be something that I do like immediately, but it might be something that I look into, you know, having some, I don't even know, some sessions or some whatever they do in the new year. And then I always go back and forth with my YouTube channel and just making it my name. But I think I've talked about this before. I think this video is just going to turn into a chatty video. I'm so sorry, but I think I've talked about this before. But the reason that my YouTube channel is like a pseudonym or a brand or whatever is just because there are so many weirdos on the internet. I don't want them to like see my name and then go find me on my personal Facebook, and like, I don't know, that's it's just really that, and I don't like people looking me up and knowing what I do for a living, and like I just don't, I like to keep those worlds very separate. So that's sort of, even though I know a lot of you guys know, you know, a lot of stuff about me, I don't like to make it super like out there. But I keep going back and forth because it's like, I feel like my brand, like what is a Journey East? Like nobody even knows what that is. And I don't really identify with that anymore. You know, that was like a blog that I had back in the day, but it's like one of those things that if I change it now, well, I don't want to use my first and last name. So do I just use my first name, Latasha? I don't know. Like if you guys have any ideas, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. If you have any suggestions, I've thought about that. I've thought about just doing Latasha. I would like to just do LJ, but I feel like LJ is like so small that I feel like it just wouldn't be a good idea in terms of, I don't know, visibility and stuff on YouTube. Anyway, I guess I'll just go ahead and keep talking for this video because I got one question from somebody who I love. Her YouTube name is Mermaid Wise. She's a writer. What books do you like to read? Do you like a specific genre of fiction or do you only read nonfiction? What books are your all-time favorite? I love so many books, it's hard to choose just one, but what are some that you really like? And then I had another person say that I should write a book, which I have been writing a book. I'll talk about that after. My favorite books, well, I think my favorite book of all time that I always say is A People's History of the United States. I think every person in the world should read that book. I'm sure you probably have, but if you haven't, you should definitely check it out. Yes, I love nonfiction. I don't really read fiction. I don't even remember the last fiction book that I've read, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, People's History of the United States is my favorite. Actually, one fiction book, well, I like dystopian stuff. So like Brave New World, I loved. I mean, I don't like sit down and read it. I haven't read it for years now, but I like that one. The Awakening is another one that stuck with me. When I was a kid, I really loved the book Esperanza Rising, but I don't really read fiction anymore. Like I said, I mean, the last time I read Brave New World, I was probably like early college or late college, whatever, I don't know. I'm 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. So yeah, I read a lot of nonfiction now. I read A People's History of the United States like multiple times a year. Well, at least like once a year, I would say. I feel like I at least read excerpts of it. I really like business books and stuff. I have all of Gary Vaynerchuk's books. My favorite by him is probably Crush It and Jab, 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 Right Hook. I do have his newest one though too, Ask Gary Vee. I honestly don't think I ever finished that. I really like memoirs or memoirs, whatever, just like random ones. I actually just read Holly Madison, her book. She was like Hugh Hefner's main girlfriend back in the day. So I thought it was gonna be kind of like a trashy, like fun, silly book, but it was actually really good and really insightful. And yeah, I just like reading about other people's lives, I guess. Autobiography of Malcolm X. Just stuff like that. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Like, it's when I'm put on the spot, it's hard. I know that I've told you, I think you have read it, about Steal Like an Artist and Show Your Work. Love those books. I mean, those are just kind of fun, like quick books. So yeah, I've been working on a book for a while now. I keep like picking it up and putting it back down. If you guys haven't noticed, I cannot sit still. I cannot not have a project. It drives me crazy. I was actually like taking this whole video full circle back to what I was doing earlier, looking at my cruise pictures. Going on that cruise was actually really hard for me. Like I was really anxious about it because I was like, I can't work for a week, like, and not like on day-to-day work stuff, because I can let that go. Like I definitely know how to like turn that off, and I think it's important to, but it's like my own stuff and just being creative. Like I knew I wasn't going to be able to film videos besides vlogging and edit, and you know, just like, I don't know, it's really hard for me. So yeah, I hope to finish my book someday. I'm looking at my bookshelf right now because I'm trying to think if I'm like missing anything really important. Dreams from My Father by Barack Obama was a good one. I read that before he was president. Obviously, he released that a long time ago. Oh, one good book. Yeah, this is nonfiction. It's called The Other Side of the River. I'm looking at it right now. It's actually about St. Joseph, Michigan, and a really crazy thing that happened there. Oh, Women Who Run with the Wolves. That's a great one. That's just a bunch of essays. Yeah, I guess I'll show you guys the clips that I have from today. It'll probably be about 3 minutes, and then this is the vlog. So I'm posting a Freelance Friday video tomorrow, so make sure to check back on that. I think you guys are gonna like this video, and I'll be doing some hopefully more exciting vlogs, definitely more exciting vlogs for the next couple videos. Here's my outfit of the day. This is like it's a tank top, like a turtleneck tank top, and it's really long, so I like it. Long and lightweight. It's from A New Day by Target. So are the pants, boots I always wear, and this sweater thing, I honestly can't remember where I got it. I've had it for a couple years. It was like one of those really cheap stores, like online stores. I think I have a haul video where I hauled it somewhere on this channel. You guys, I cleared my mirror. I really did. It's clean, sort of, mostly. So yeah, I'm gonna go brave the weather. It's supposed to be a really bad snowstorm today, and I'll be back later to talk to you guys. What am I doing with my hair? Haven't done my hair yet. Hey guys, I am back home. I can't even remember if I vlogged this morning or not. I have like makeup on my face. I just took like a 10-minute nap. And yeah, the snow is coming down so hard out there. It is winter wonderland. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I'll try to go out tomorrow morning or something and see how much snow is on the ground. But I'm just making some soup. It's from like the Pacific Organic brand or whatever. It's just like the box soup. It's a carrot ginger bisque. My chili, by the way, I don't think I ever updated you guys, was so good. Like, I'm already looking forward to making another batch of it. I think I'm gonna go this weekend or maybe tomorrow night or something and get ingredients to make some more of it, because it was really good, and it's like a really good dish to make to just, you know, eat for dinners, and like super quick, easy dinner to bring for lunch, whatever. And I'm watching The View right now. Yesterday was the big Alabama Senate race. I'm just following all the news and stuff on that. Basically, this is how I survive a snowstorm. This is potentially the most disgusting soup I've ever eaten in my life, but I'm not wasteful, so I'm gonna keep eating it. I got a new blanket for our couch. I found this one, which actually sort of like matches, you know, our living room and our couch and stuff. It is so soft, and the best part is, look at the inside. It's like fleece on the inside. Not real fleece though, because animal friendly, you know. It's 20 bucks at CVS. I always like going into like the little gift sections of CVS or Walgreens. So I really don't want this vlog to be just me sitting on the couch the whole time, but I mean, I don't know what else to do. Like, I've eaten multiple different snacks. My soup was disgusting, but I still ate it. But I'm like still hungry because it wasn't satisfying. And I have basically no food in the house, and I'm definitely not going anywhere. So I've just been like snacking on popcorn and like little things.
And he told me that like he was definitely using it as like an excuse for us to talk again. And all
right guys, thanks for watching this episode of Vlogmas, and I will see you tomorrow for a new one. Bye.